everyone, how you all doing? In this video we are going to talk about the iOS 15.0.1 on the iPhone XR. Is it worth installing on your iPhone XR or not? My name is Jay, you are watching Tech Hype. Let's get right in today's video without wasting any more time. Okay, so I have been using my iPhone XR on this firmware for about 1 to 2 days now, and my experience have been really darn amazing on this update. It is much stable than the earlier version. It is at the same time really good in terms of stability. It also performs really well in terms of battery life. The screen on time is really good that I'm getting on my iPhone XR regardless of my battery health being at 86%. It performs really darn amazing. Let me talk about everything in detail. By the way, the reason I talked all about it in the first half of this video, for those people who loves just skipping ahead of the video for the final verdict. So I just talked about the final verdict in the first half to not waste your time. Okay, you have watched it. For those people who have watched it, you can leave. Thank you so much. If you want to subscribe, you can subscribe too. Now let's talk about everything in detail. Okay, first of all, we are going to start with the performance. The performance of iPhone XR seems to be a bit better after installing this update. On the screen, as you can see, these are the scores on Geekbench that I got before updating to that firmware, and the another one is after updating my device to this firmware. These scores may vary to you, but at the same time I don't really love doing Geekbench and all because they does not translate the thing in the real world. Real world performance will always be greater than the actual numbers. I ain't gonna trust numbers. Now talking about my experience using iPhone XR on this firmware, the only one problem that I have faced on my iPhone XR is that while using my iPhone XR, I did come up with some issues related to crashes on banking apps. Yes, it is not particularly an issue with the iOS 15.0.1. It is an issue with all firmwares on iOS 15.0 version, on iOS 15.1 beta, on every iOS version, iOS 15 version. The banking app seems to misbehave. Like, I have no clue why, but at least for the apps that I use, DBS Bank and all, those apps really struggle and crash on this firmware. It can be that the app developers have not pushed out update to these apps, but yes, these are the only issues that I have faced after updating my device to this firmware. Fingers crossed, maybe we will have some updates to this banking apps. Yes, obviously we all use different banking apps. It's not like compulsory that you have to use the same app that I am using. So it may be that if you use different app of banks, like different banking apps, it may be that it won't be an issue for you. But as I said, I'm talking about my personal experience, so just take it with a grain of salt. I also tried playing some casual games. I'm not a guy who loves playing games on phones, but yes, I did try playing some casual games and all, and I did notice there have been a performance gain, especially when the low power mode is on, because earlier when the low power mode was on, I was noticing some stutters after playing a game for about 15-20 minutes. That is not present here, which is a really great thing. Talking about the battery life seems to be a tad bit better than the official release of iOS 15. The SOT that I got after updating my device to this firmware was about 15 to 20 minutes more than the earlier version. If you want a battery test compared to the previous version, let me know down in comments below. I will try my best to do it if you want me to make a video on that. By the way, iOS 15.1 will be rolling out to public real soon with SharePlay support and many new features. Consider subscribing to this channel because I am already working on iOS 15 beta videos on the iPhone XR, and you know what, iOS 15.1 works really amazing on the iPhone XR. I can't wait Apple to release this update to public later this month. Now talking about some people having some weird issues like battery health going down after updating their devices to this firmware, or some people also ask me that if I will update my device to this firmware, will my battery health go down? And the answer is simple, no, it won't go down. Listen, battery health going down is a normal thing. It does not relate with you updating your device to a particular firmware. It is normal. You ain't gonna update your device forever. If you have your device on iOS 15 right now, and in like 4 or 5 years, you even if you won't update to the iOS 15.0.1, your battery health will still go down. This is so damn stupid. I have no idea why people even manage to comment that things. Like, come on bro, you good bro. Okay, I give you a chance to redeem yourself by clicking that subscribe button and like button of this video. Anyways, jokes aside, iOS 15.0.1 is a really solid little update with a lot of new improvements and security fixes and bug fixes. Thank you so much for watching this video till the end. If you are new here, you know what to do. Peace out. I will meet you guys in the very next episode. And by the way, iOS 15.1 will be releasing later this month. I'm saying this again, so I bet you don't want to miss it, alright?